Jeff Angelo is here on that, host of the WHO Morning Show in Des Moines, Iowa. David Carlucci is a former New York State Senator. Great to see both of you, and thank you for coming on. David, I'll start with you. When you hear a sitting mayor openly call for abolishing ICE, how do you react?
Yeah, you can see why, right? The mayor stated why he is in favor of that. Of course, it's a quick soundbite, a yes or a no. Do you abolish it? But he's talking about the reasons. We see what's happening across the country, people living in fear. We see no coordination between the federal agents, ICE agents, and local law enforcement. So the mayor's right. I think that's a growing sentiment with many people feeling that this is not making us safer. In fact, it's making us more unsafe, having this mass chaos, and particularly that we're moving into a situation where this might happen all over the country, where wherever we go, we're going to have checkpoints. We have federal agents knocking at our door, asking for proof of citizenship. I don't want to live in a country like that, and I think many people share that opinion.
Jeff.
Well, no, I disagree completely with that point of view. I would say that the problems that you're seeing in Minnesota are caused by Minnesota officials refusing to cooperate with the federal government. There have been big ICE operations in other states. We haven't seen what we've seen in Minnesota. This is ultimately on the backs of local leaders that refuse to cooperate with federal law enforcement. They're not going to go door to door. They're not going to ask for ID. They are going into neighborhoods looking specifically for criminals specifically identified by ICE, child rapists, domestic abusers, people who have been convicted multiple times of using a firearm. We are arresting a specific subset of criminals in this country. ICE is doing its job. Minnesota is stopping that.
Yeah, that's not being communicated. No, that's not the information that the mayor has. That's not the information that I have, that regular citizens have. Look, they're going indiscriminately looking for as many illegal immigrants as possible.
All right,
and I know that's the mission of ICE, but we should focus on what you just said. It should be the rapists, the actual violent criminals, but it's not.
Okay,
And if it were,
I'm going to jump in.
Have a relationship with the local government.
Both of you spoke your points. I appreciate it. These are targeted operations. We know that because DHS has confirmed that. That's as far as we go there. You are correct that state and local are not actively working with ICE. But that's not because of DHS. It's not because of ICE. It's because of sanctuary policies. That makes it to where ICE has to go out in these communities. If you work alongside them like they did in Florida and Louisiana, which we confirmed with DHS yesterday on this program, you don't have these issues. You don't have this playing out. That's why it looks different in Minnesota, David.
Well, there should be a coordination, and the DHS, they should reach out to local law enforcement.
They have, so they've asked for Walz to come forward. So do you think that Governor Walz...
That's not the information that we have.
That is the information. Governor Walz said he will not work with...
The local mayor in Minneapolis is saying that there was no coordination. They're moving in, really terrorizing people.
Well, he told ICE to get the F out. I'm not sure how he's supposed to cooperate there. I did this last time.
Right,
Jeff, I need to give time to Jeff.
If it is coordinated, if they share that information about, look, we're going after specific criminals, we're going to be a complement to the local law enforcement, that goes a long way.
Let me jump in really quick. I only have 30 seconds left on this. Jeff, finish us out here.
We're going into neighborhoods because these are criminals that were originally detained by local law enforcement. And because Minnesota is a sanctuary state, they are releasing these criminals back into neighborhoods and telling ICE, you go find them. It is on the backs of local officials refusing to cooperate with the Department of Homeland Security that you see the chaos in Minnesota.
I got to leave it right there. David, I appreciate you being a good sport. David Carlucci, Jeff Angelo, same to you. We'll have you back. National Report returns right after this.